another project, because once this one is finished, we need something else to work on. I mean, obviously there's the Capri, but I saw something and I bought it after a few beers. So I'm going to let you try and guess what it is. I'll give you a couple of clues before I reveal what it is. So try and work out what you think it's going to be. Most of you probably already guessed what it would be, actually, to be honest with you. But we'll see. Have a think. If you said 1985 V8 Range Rover off-roader, you'd be right. Well, there you go. I just couldn't help myself, could I? Yeah. Look at this. What an absolute beast. Yeah, there's not really a lot to say apart from this thing's absolutely epic. I've just been off. I must have been out driving in it for an hour or so, just around the fields. And this thing's an absolute beast. Absolute beast. And I'll tell you what, the guy who was selling it, he was not lying when he said this thing is a freak of nature for rust. It has got so little rust. It looks awful, but look how clean it is on there. I mean, there's hardly any rust on it at all. I mean, it's surface rust. It's got so much new stuff on it as well. It's so rust free for one of these. It's unbelievable. It spent most of its life driving underwater places. When you can see there's a little hole starting there, a tiny one down there. But I mean, that's nothing for one of these. I mean, well, you've only just got to look at my Suffix A. It looks awful inside, but I can assure you it's solid. It's just full of leaves and stuff, but look how clean that is. I mean, it's got a little hole down there, but I mean, that's nothing, is it? And look at these A-pillars. And I've been struggling for, you know, days on the ones on my Suffix A. I mean, there's like a 10-year age gap between these. Well, actually, it's more than 10 years. But yeah, she's a really good little project. I mean, I bought this with the intention of just doing it up and selling it on, but I don't know if I'll be able to. I don't know if I'll be able to sell it. Really, it's, you know, it's a fantastic basis for a project. I mean, I've got an idea of what I'd like to do with it. I'm not sure. I need to check if the engine number matches the VIN, the chassis even, sorry. Check it's the original engine. That might sort of help me choose what direction to go in. But yeah, and just look at it. I mean, I've never really been into off-roaders, but this thing just really, I have to get rid of that sticker because I'm certainly not a ginger. But what a fantastic bit of fun this is. I think the plan that we're going to do, so I've got Josh, one of my friends is going to help me on this. We're going to do it as sort of like an after work project, and that's going to be, we're going to probably going to, I don't know, I keep changing my mind, but I think we're just going to sort of pay homage to the fact that this has been an off-roader, but just make it a very nice off-roader. So we'll obviously, you know, repaint the bumper, put a winch on it, repaint the roll cage, sand it down, repaint it. I think we'll probably go with a nice pastel green or something along those lines. Probably keep the wheels and tyres, they're fine. Suspension's relatively new. You know, new set of bucket seats and harnesses. Really clean it up, do any of the little welding bits that needs doing, give the chassis a good clean up and prime and paint that. But I mean, overall, it's just really going to be a tidy up and enjoy it as a, you know, an off-roader, but on the road technically. and we'll take it for an MOT and just sort of have fun, use it for the summer as well as alongside the Suffolk A. But yeah, no, I'm over the moon with it. It's probably one of the best things I've bought drunk on eBay before. Yeah, fantastic. But yeah, no, also just before I go off subject again, look how good this looks now. Now all the stone chip and everything has dried on this. This just looks fantastic now. It really does. It's very, very good now. And I mean, as tempting as it is for me to suddenly stop working on this and start on that 85 one, I mean, look at that. Look how cool that looks out there. As much as it is tempting to start working on that, I'm really going to leave that to one side and just do it in my spare time. But this is going to be the sole sort of project. Just really going to press for that. And I have got a new one of these coming. I bought them off a guy. It's a second-hand one. I could have bought a new one, but I'd rather put a second-hand one on it, just really clean it up and put some new hardware on there. But yeah, so sorry, that is not going to get forgotten about. That will be the main project. And that, okay, I've got too many projects now. But this one, this will just be sort of like a couple of hours every evening after work, just until it's done. But this won't be a quick project by any means. But yeah, there we go. Hope you enjoy this slightly different angle that we're going down. I like to sort of do things that are a little bit different to everyone. But yeah, there we go. 85 V8 off-roader.